On a cold March night in 2004, 17-year-old Brianna Maitland finished her shift at a small Vermont restaurant and drove off into the darkness, never to be seen again. Hours later, her car was discovered partially embedded into an abandoned farmhouse, positioned so strangely that investigators still debate whether it was staged or accidental. Inside the vehicle were her clothes, wallet, and personal items, but Brianna herself had completely vanished. No footprints, no witnesses, no trail, only silence. Brianna lived in rural Vermont, a quiet teenager known for her independence and gentle personality. She worked multiple part-time jobs, trained in jiu-jitsu, and was trying to shape a steady future despite recent challenges at home and school. On March 19, 2004, she left work just after 11 p.m., driving her green Oldsmobile toward an unknown destination. What should have been a short nighttime drive transformed into one of New England's most baffling disappearance cases, still haunting investigators nearly 2 decades later. In the months leading up to her disappearance, Brianna had faced growing stress. She moved out of her family home to live with friends, balancing school, work, and personal issues. Just weeks earlier, she had been assaulted by another girl at a party, an incident confirmed by police reports. She seemed resilient, but those close to her noticed subtle tension in her life. Despite everything, Brianna was determined to stay independent, building routines and responsibilities like any teenager preparing for adulthood. On the morning of March 19th, Brianna spent time with her mother, shopping and running errands. In the middle of the trip, she stepped outside alone, telling her mother she'd meet her later at home. She then drove to work at the Black Lantern Inn for her evening shift. Co-workers said she seemed normal, maybe slightly tired, but not distressed. At 11:20 p.m., she clocked out, walked to her car, and drove away into the crisp, isolated Vermont night. The next day, Brianna's Oldsmobile was found near a rundown farmhouse known locally as the Dutchburn House. The rear end of the car was backed into the building as if it had reversed with force. One headlight was broken, and the doors were unlocked. Inside were her clothes, contacts, driver's license, and uncashed paychecks. Police initially believed it was just a DUI accident, but the disturbing car angle, combined with Brianna's absence, suggested something far more sinister. The scene felt staged, almost like a message. Friends initially assumed Brianna was staying with someone else. Police delayed classifying her as missing, believing she might have run away. When the search finally began, the trail was already cold. Officers canvassed the area, but no footprints or signs of a struggle appeared. Each passing hour deepened the mystery, making recovery less likely. Investigators analyzed witnesses who drove past the house that night. Some reported seeing the car shortly after midnight, but none recalled seeing Brianna. Search dogs followed her scent briefly before it disappeared abruptly along the road, suggesting she may have entered another vehicle. Interviews with co-workers, friends, and acquaintances revealed no clear motive for her disappearance. Every clue contradicted the next. Theories range from voluntary disappearance to abduction, drug-related foul play, or even trafficking, but none fit the evidence. Brianna's untouched belongings and conflicting clues leave the truth uncertain, suspended between possibility and doubt. Brianna's family searched endlessly as her case spread across true crime forums, podcasts, and documentaries, turning it into a major online mystery. Yet, no sightings or evidence have ever revealed what happened. Her disappearance remains active and unsolved, a haunting reminder of how easily a life can vanish into silence.